Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? My name is Mitch. I am an alcoholic and a whole lot of other things, but I am in recovery, and I have your daily reflections from Alcoholics Anonymous for July 23rd. This one is based off of step 7, which is humbly asked him meaning God or a higher power, to remove our defects of character. This is a good one. I feel like I got a good thing from it. So this one's titled, I Ask God to Decide. I pray that you now remove me from every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 76. Having admitted my powerless and made a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understand Him, I don't decide which defects get removed, or the order in which defects get removed, or the time frame in which they get removed. I ask God to decide which defects stand in the way of my usefulness to Him and to others, and then I humbly ask Him to remove them. The God one, this one's always the thing, it's a higher power. We can find a higher power, something that is more important than us. Because if we don't have something more important than us, we're going off our ego, our own thinking, and our thinking is what got us here in the first place. So we have to find some sort of higher power greater than ourselves, because on our own we're not doing too great, and AA could be your higher power. There's so many different higher powers, and we just got to find that first and foremost, and then we will ask to have these defects of character removed. And this is open for discussion. There's lots of ways you could take this. So for me, I'm taking it as these defects are never going to be completely gone. They're just not going to be gone all of a sudden. So I have to learn how to be mindful and how to deal with these defects of character, thoughts, actions that I want to take, actions that I do end up taking. And I have to learn how to make the proper decision. So even in court, when I was getting my license back, the lawyer had asked me, so do you ever think you're going to want to drink again? And I said, yes, definitely. For the rest of my life, I'm going to want to drink, but will I drink? That matters on how I choose to react to the triggers and the temptations as they pop up. And drinking can be substituted for any other defect or action that we choose, or, things that we do that cause us troubles in life and cause people in our lives and society as a whole troubles. So I'm also reading this book called Thoughts Without a Thinker by Mark Epstein. It's a psychotherapy from a Buddhist perspective. So it's talking about mixing like psychotherapy with Buddhism. And in Buddhism, it talks about how we don't just not think about these things. How do I say this? These things, defects, are not just going to be gone. Like I said in court, they're not going to be gone. And back to that real quick, the lawyer said, wow, that was the first time I've gotten an honest answer, because people are in there just trying to get their license back, and they're like, no, I'll never want to drink again, not after what I went through. And it's like, well, that's just not a good way to start your self-growth journey, is saying, I will never have that temptation. We're all going to have temptations. We're going to have temptations in every aspect of our lives, whether that be to lie about something to save someone else's feelings from being hurt, or to be secretly wanting to go back to our active addiction, any sort of weakness that we know we have. Those temptations are going to be there. And, there's lots of tools you can use, change your playground of playmates to make that trigger less likely to occur. So there's lots of things, and we can ask God to remove these defects of character. But really, I think what it's trying to say is we can ask God for the wisdom, the knowledge, the strength, and perseverance to deny these temptations, these defects, because it all comes down to how we react to it. So don't think it's just going to disappear. This is also why it says one day at a time. Each day is a new day, a new chance to fight off these things. And it doesn't, fight is maybe a bad word. We just have to learn how to deal with them. So find a power higher than yourself and ask for those defects of character to be removed, because they might not be gone completely, but we are going to learn ways to deal with them. And it just talks about that a lot in AA, and I hope you guys got something good from this, because I'm just tired of having those issues in my life, and it feels great to have such growth, and you all will get this growth. You can all get there, but you really have to remember it is one day at a time. And as much as people say, like, I've got X amount of days of sobriety, really it just comes down to today. How are you going to handle today? How are you going to handle the temptations that arise? How are you going to handle situations that used to baffle us, as they say in the promises of AA? I love you guys. I hope you got something great from this, and please leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel so I can get in that algorithm and help people. And I just appreciate you all. And remember, be mindful today of what it is that's popping in your head. Before you act, think about where that action is going to lead you. Is it going to lead you to something good? Is it going to lead you to something bad? Is it going to end up hurting someone you love? Is it going to mess your whole life up, you know? And just be mindful and check that book out. It's a really good one. Not trying to push anything. Okay, guys, take care. Late. Also, here is the book I was talking about. It is absolutely great, and I think you'll love it. Thoughts Without a Thinker by Mark Epstein.